came to know the birth of Atharvana Veda, how it was acknowledged as the fourth Veda and the Veda that is, required for the mechanical adaptation of the knowledges that were already put across in the other three Vedas. And we also came to know why Shiva became Vairagi in with the conversation Sati and Rati shared. Yeah, it's a very not spoken much, but that gave us a lot of insight why we see Shiva's photos or the stories that we listen, the names that we attach to him, why it is and why he is so. So I request Dr. Asha to take us further in the same Shiva Purana journey.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Can I see a few
Good
videos?
evening,
Good
ma'am.
evening,
Good
ma'am.
evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Today I will start with questions. So I'm okay to take 2 or 3 questions from the
Good
previous
evening.
session or even before that. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Doubts or any questions related to the philosophy that we have spoken till now. Or we will continue. You can type your questions in the chat box so that they can read it out.
उसके लिए दीदी
Yeah. I have kept the chat box open. Meanwhile, the session is going. You can add on the questions in the chat box. Based on the time, we will be taking up the questions. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
sure. Yeah. So now, in the last session, it was stopped when, yeah, yeah. Please keep your self in mute. Okay. Okay. Hope we are ready to go.
Yes, ma'am. We are.
So the conversation between Rati and the Sati was happening, and Rati was telling Sati why Shiva is this way. Okay, and why he is a Vairagi, and for what are the sacrifices that he has done, for the human community, for them to lead life in the most bringing that harmony between yamas and niyamas. He created the yogic science. He gave us the cognitive abilities to process information. All that is the the Shiva tattvas. That if we are leading life peacefully and we are experiencing peace in our life, it's only because of the Vairagya that Shiva chosen in his life. So then further, Sati will tell, though he is not having any kind of inclination towards the Bhautika Jagat or for his appearance or to look handsome or to do, for his Annamaya and for his Pranamaya, Manomaya and Vijnanamaya koshas are also aligned. So, what is the state called as? So, further, Rati starts explaining her that, we call Shiva Tejo Murti. Okay, then it takes back us to the story of Dakshina Murti, because without that, this can't be explained. So, this is after the marriage, the first day. Daksha and Vijaya will plan such that they have to insult the couple because they always had this anger and they wanted to insult. And Sati is recalling everything. As and when Rati is telling about Tejas, Varchas, and Ojas, she's relating why that particular thing happened. So, what Daksha does is he'll create an asan, a throne made out of cow dung, okay, which is facing the south direction. Lot of times we don't do anything looking at the or standing towards the south direction. But looking at this, Daksha was very clear. When you turn towards south, no havis will be given, and you will not be counted, and your bhakti will be neglected and abundant. You will be as a person abundant. So, keeping that Shastra in mind, he will create a throne made out of cow dung and fully covered with flowers. And all the Saptarishis are all watching why this person is doing, for whom it is. And nobody will have in mind that it is for the couple, newlywed couple. So Shiva and Sati will come, and there is a huge yagna going on. The big havan is going on, and he will allot this particular piece of throne to this couple, and he will tell Sati, he will order Sati to take her husband and sit outside the hall. Sati is so feeling so bad. Why are we supposed to sit there? See, your husband is a beggar. He doesn't even have the, minimum discipline to wear proper clothes. Here we are supposed to sit in the silk cloth, and we are supposed to have chandan, apply chandan on the body, and do this, that, all ritualistic mindset, religious kind of mindset he has, and he will give a list how or who is called a person who can take the havis of Agni. So Sati will feel so bad that her husband is not looking that way. So, but she will not attempt to correct Shiva in any way or ask Shiva to change. Shiva will tell, okay, let's sit in that place. What happens? So, when they sit, they will know through the smell that they are sitting on the cow dung. But that will be absolutely okay for Shiva because he like animals. And Sati is looking at his face very innocently, seeing how can a person be so humble, you know. And the havan is going on, and now it's time to offer something to the havan. And there is a huge red silk cloth and gold coins and the jewelry and lot of auspicious and precious stones, everything packed. And now they will offer this to Agni Deva, and they are waiting for the prasad. They are waiting for the portion of punya. And Daksha is keenly looking at the kund. Now the Agni is going to come with a pot of punya, which he is going to give me. So Agni will come with a pot of punya, but he is not going to Daksha. Now Daksha is feeling maybe he is going to offer that to Vishnu. And he passes Vishnu. Maybe he is going to give this to Saptarishis. He passes Saptarishis. Now he is wondering why is he going to the south direction. Then he will go keep that pot of punya on the feet of Shiva and tell that you are Adi Guru. Without offering that to you, we don't have rights to even think of having it for ourselves. So this is what Agni Deva speaks, and everybody in the hall, from Saptarushis to Ashtadikpalaka to Kubera to Vishnu to Brahma to the Sanat Kumaras, will applaud for what Agni has told, and everybody will go by it, and Shiva will get his punya pal of that punya, or the portion of his punya first. So that is when he will stand up and talk to Saptarishis. You know, there is no direction called as wrong direction and right direction. I exist in all the
சிவா
entire.
சக்தி பத்தி சொல்லித்தராங்க. சிவன் சக்தி.
Aruna, please mute.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will call myself as Dakshina Murti from today. Whoever stand towards the south direction and remembers me, Dakshina Murti, I am going to give them three things: Tejas, Varchas, and Ojas. What are these? See, the blind belief of even today, I see this happening in my family also. While giving that kumkum, no, they'll say which direction, which direction. I will always tell them, hello, Dakshinamurti is always towards south direction. What are you doing? Because of the electromagnetic force, we cannot sleep putting our head towards north. That's a scientific reason. Doesn't mean that south direction is waste or south direction is wrong. Anything that is done towards south, offering Dakshinamurti in the most humblest form, surrendering to the knowledge, he gives you three things. One is Varchas, the Tejas, and the Ojas. These are all the three energies that we get continuously. If you, read the scientific form of it also towards north and south poles and how the direction, sorry, the energy flows, the aura of the globe, everything. If you study at a scientific level, this is proved. Okay, so what is meant by Tejas? There is, there are five kinds of Tejas. Pachaka. Pachaka is a kind of Tejas, Ranjaka, Sadhaka, Alochaka, and Bhrajaka are the five kinds of Tejas. What is Tejas is your aura. The internal self, the strength of your internal self is called as Tejas. So you travel and get the Tejas in five different levels. You need to do sadhana. First thing, learn to digest information very easily. Whoever is telling you, don't immediately respond. Okay? That will give you the shape of your aura gets created. Okay? Auras have different shapes, 19 different shapes. Okay, probably in some other session while doing this, I think Vishnu Purana, we can discuss this particular thing as a sacred geometry. So there are 19 different kinds of shapes of auras, and there are auras which has spikes, curiosity, which is going to reject energies coming to them. Then you will feel very lethargic. So what gives you the humble shape to your aura is when you digest information that you get in the environment, whatever it might be, maybe the labels that people give you, maybe the taunts they do, maybe the communication, the voice they put on you, the way they count you, the way they scold you or blame you, whatever it is, how do you accept and digest all that in life is going to give you the pachaka. We do have pachaka agni in our stomach, okay, which is going to digest your food. Okay, I'm speaking about the mental body, which gives that aura to you. Okay, that is the shape of the aura. The next thing is the Ranjaka, which gives color to your aura. Okay, there is this slowly you move from red to the purple, 18 to 19 feet aura. Okay, how do you do that? When you add color to your life, when you start living for self, when you start exploring your life, not being very dead and impassionate about things around you, when you become Prakriti, when Shiva gets into Shakti, that is when the Ranjaka Shakti develops. Okay, your Atma will be so joyful that somebody is caring. Sadhaka. Now that Shiva Shakti, you have honored each other and now there is harmony. Now the intellectual processing has to happen. You need to bring analytical skills without emotionally reasoning it out. Okay, what does that give? It gives the reaching out. People will feel you as a magnet. Okay, that is the third kind of tejas. The moment people see you, they feel that solace. They feel that as if they want to see you for life, or always they would love to have you beside. Okay, that is sadhaka shakti, intellect. And alochaka. Okay, your eyes is going to become the agent for transforming the lives around. The moment you look at something, that will change. The moment you enter something, the vidhi of that whole environment will change. The moment you get into an environment, that environment itself will become serene. Okay. And the last one is Brajaka. Brajaka is the moment you touch something that will have life. You hold something that will start breathing. I'm not telling that you touch a stone and stone will breathe. No, no, no. That is not my way. Means if you are touching somebody going through issues, you will be giving that energy for them to fight their battle. So that is when you realize you are Tejo Murti. So Dakshina Murti is a Tejo Murti. That's what Rati is trying to tell Sati. You are living with a Tejo Murti, irrespective of the Basma on his body, or Ganga on his head, or the Chandra, or the Vasuki around his neck. You are living with a Tejo Murti who is a magnet himself. So just think of your privilege being with that person. Okay, now Sati wants to know more. And now she is recalling, okay, Dakshinamurti. That is why Sapta Rishis did mention that he is a Tejomurti. Okay, and what is Varchas? The second thing that Dakshinamurti brings into your life is the Varchas. Varchas is the radiation. Okay, you radiate the radiance in your life. Okay, all your relationship will turn into the best relationship, or it will give you a bent of mind to stay away. You work on your attachments and detachments. You become closer to your Atma, closer to yourself. Okay, that increases the Varchas. Varchas means the radiation or the radiance, the environment. And finally, the ojas. Ojas is sustenance, the energy to sustain things, to contain. It will give that energy to your body and mind to contain that energy. Okay? These three things are very important for a sadhaka if you have the purpose of changing people's life or transforming or touching lives. Okay? You should acquire or you should do a sadhana to get tejas, varchas, and ojas in life. So here Dakshinamurti as Shiva is a person with tejas, varchas, and ojas. That's exactly Rati is telling Sati that you have a person like this. So then Sati will ask Rati, okay, I can imagine Shiva as Dakshinamurti. Okay, how do I see him? So whenever you are telling about him, I feel that Daiva Bhava. Now he is a husband. How do I process this information? Okay. So then she will speak about three things in life which are very important. Whenever you hear to something, it has to pass through the sedimentation. Vichaya, okay, Vichara, and Vishangama. Okay, these are the three different kinds of layers for your thoughts to get sedimented or filtered. Vichara is what is the subject that you are speaking. Vishaya is the core subject. Vishangama is your attachment with the subject. Say that Deepthi is very dear to me. I am working on my system. Okay? Completely immersed. There is somebody in the other room. Deepthi, there is a word that I listen. Immediately, all my focus will go. Hey, what is that they are speaking about, Deepthi? Right? Because I do this because I'm not aligned with Vichara, Vishaya, and Vishangama. When you have Tejas, Varchas, and Ojas in your life, okay, Vichara, Vishaya, and Vishangama will become natural. You rarely bother. Okay, because your Vishaya is self upliftment or self growth. Okay, and Vichara, you will always read about such things, you will always be with such people, you like such environment, you offer that to yourself. Okay, and how is Vishangama? You are detached with every nonsense thing that is going to cause disharmony in your life. So Rati is teaching Sati, see, this is very important. Now the Vishaya is you are married to that person. First accept it. Okay, Vishaya is you have to have a couple life. That is the Vishaya. Vishangama is detached from everything that puts a line between two people. You know, during marriages also, if you see there is a ritual that they put a ring in a pot of water. Okay, that too vermilion water. And this jasmine flower is tied around the neck of the pot, and they will put gold rings. What do you understand? So the ring is going to symbolize the connection. Okay, ring is a connection. So the two connections have fallen into emotions. Water is emotion. Where is water? It is in the kumbha. It is in your cognition. So when your cognition is holding emotions of connectivity, so both are trying to see each other inside. Okay, there is Vishaya, there is Vichara, and there is Vishanga. Yeah, does this making sense to you all? I don't know whatever is there in
Lovely
Purana
point.
going on. Yeah. So when we get into a new relationship, it is very important to align with each other's Vishaya. Lot of times you will be speaking blue and he'll be understanding yellow, right? Vishaya will be in two different directions and Vichara will never align. So Vishangama to chodo. Okay. So marriage is all about bringing that alignment in these three things, which can increase stages and virtues and ojas in the relationship. It can be between husband and wife or children relationship or with your in-laws, whatever relationship that you think is important to your life. This is very important. Lot of times I do get questions. You know, I am trying much, but the other person is not working. Here, in this philosophy, the other person need not have to put it. Because by getting into a relationship, be it toxic, you are growing because there is Vishangama in this. Detachment with things that will not let you grow mentally, not physically going away. Lot of times we take decisions of physically going away, right? That shows our weakness. That shows that we are incompetent. How many times with how many people we run away? This philosophy will help you not to, unless until it is a physical violence. I'm not supporting all that. You have to withdraw yourself from such relationships. But when you think that you can hustle, this is how Shiva Shakti has to be formulated and balanced in our life. So this is what Rati is telling, and now the whole atmosphere is full of chirping of birds, and the nature is full of giving away the love and all that. Now Shiva looks at the Kailasa. Never Kailasa was so beautiful for him. With the smile of Sati, he is feeling, so much touched, and the Manmata has come, okay, to create and to stimulate the whole system there. And now he is about to leave Arrow, and there comes Indra. And Indra says, "Stop, stop, 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 stop." Tarakavasura has come and he is eating away everybody, and he has entered the Devaloka. And Shiva, you are the only person who can take care of us. Now Sati, in her full attire, want to see Shiva, and now no new thoughts have come in, and a great process of information has happened, and the respect and love and compassion towards Shiva has multiplied. Now she wants to sit with Shiva and talk a lot about her life and know more about Shiva. Now Shiva will come to Sati and say, "You take care of yourself, and I have to leave." Okay, that is when Sati feels her first disappointment. Okay, Shiva will tell her, "You need not have to feel the disappointment because you are Jagat Mata. You have equal role to play." Okay, and Rati will sit with her and start speaking about what is disappointment. Okay, so there are You know, four kinds of disappointments that happens in our life. So, Adhyasa Bhashya from Brahma Sutra by Adi Shankara speaks about how to deal with such disappointments. Number one is Dehatma, related to Dehatma, Sharirika disappointments. That you want to run, you can't. Your body is not supporting. Okay, you want to dance, your body is not supporting. Okay, you want to see like ABCD in the mirror, you're not able to see yourself that way. These are all Dehatma. Okay, this Adhyasa is Dehatma, which is completely body related. How to deal with disappointments like this? Number one. Number two is Manasa, related to Manas. Okay, you want to complete your PhD in one go, CA in one go. Okay, and want to be that person that you are want to be. Something is not promoting, something is preventing. There are a lot of obstacles that you think that you have to fight, but not able to fight. That is related to manas disappointments. Want to get into a relationship, you got it, and now the relationship is showing another color, you are disappointed. All manas. Okay. And number three is kartavya. Kartavya disappointments. Okay. You wanted to be an excellent mother. You couldn't give birth to children. Okay, that is kartavya. And you wanted to take care of your parents demised early. You know, you wanted to be with your husband and the husband got transferred. Okay, these are all the kartavya oriented. And bhoktar, bhoktarva adhyasa. This means there are the ownership disappointments, power disappointments, that you wanted to take power. Okay, and somebody is not ready to give, because we are born with such vasanas, the tendency that we like powers. Okay, we like to control. So how to deal with this? So here in the Shiva Purana, it is beautifully we can process the through the cycle of atma and anatma. As long as you are anatma, these disappointments keep hitting you. They are huge tides. Okay, the moment you become Atma, these tides will stop in life. What is Anatma? As long as you are made out of only body, thoughts, and emotions, these disappointments will be coming to you. The moment you start thinking that you are beyond your body, you are beyond your mind, and you are beyond your emotions, this will stop. This is exactly Rati will advise Sati, grow beyond. You are the wife of Jagat Pita. Now you are Jagan Mata. Realize your potential. Okay, that is when Sati calmly sit and start enjoying the day with Ganas, playing with them and cooking with them and all that. So then Shiva comes back and Shiva will sit with Sati and finds her, very happy with the Ganas, and he is also very happy that she has worked on all this. And now Shiva is asking Sati to promise him three things. One, she should not do anything without telling him. She should not hide anything from him. She should not lie. Okay, because when he sit with Saptarishi, there is Brigarishi who is telling, I have predicted something out of Sati's Jatakam. That she is going to do this. She is going to run away from you and she is going to get trapped, where she will reach such a place that she will not be able to come back. Already, this Purva Bhasa was there in Shiva and it got confirmed with Bhrigu. And now he's asking Sati, look, these three things you shouldn't do with me. She will promise Shiva that never she is going to lie, never she is going to hide things, never she is going to leave it. Okay, that is when the tears roll in Shiva's eyes that, somewhere I'm able to keep my wife with me and she's going to keep up the promises that she has given to me. And the next day, the early morning, Shiva is into tapas. Okay, and he's sitting on the rock, his meditative rock. And Sati unknowingly wants to sit beside Shiva. She's going there, and Nandi is stopping. Mata, you can't sit with him. He is my husband. Why can't I? No, with your husband, you can sit anywhere. But don't ever try to sit on the meditative rock as long as you don't get the permission from Shiva. She is so angry with Nandi, she will tell, see, look, you're not supposed to come here as long as I tell you to come here. You're not going to, and she will, draw a line. Okay, Nandi, you're going to stay here, and come what may, you're not going to cross it as long as I tell you to do that. And now she'll go and sit on that rock, and total body will start burning. She's not able to talk. Okay, and she's rolling on the floor, and Nandi is looking at the whole thing. Shiva is into his tapas. He's not opening his eyes, and she's not able to call Nandi. And she's rolling on the floor with burning sensation all over the body. There comes Narada, and he is watching everything. And with his mantra Shakti, he will put Sati to calm a situation and tell Sati, what is this rock made of? Okay, why a common man cannot sit on this rock? Okay, it is a beautiful thing. This rock is made out of this is the miniature of the cosmos. Okay, if you are going for a Manasa Yatra, you see this rock as the Sri Chakra only, the Meru Parvata. Okay, the on which the Shiva sits for meditation. Okay, what is this? Sati will ask, explain me more. As long as you don't win over your body mind, you will not be able to sit on this. That is why we are not able to climb Kailas. That is impossible because till today, very few people, I'm not telling nobody, few people were able to win over their body mind. And one such is Adi Shankara, where his Shishyas could see him climbing the Kailasa. So, who can climb? What is the eligibility required? Number one, the person should study matter without materials. Can you even imagine? The moment I say solid, a solid thing will come in your imagination. The moment I say liquid, water, something will come to your mind. So you should de-schematic your mind. No place for your imagination. No place for prama, pramata, prameya, anumana. Nothing. You should be able to study the matter without materials. That is the first eligibility. Narada is telling Sati, look, this is the eligibility to sit on that rock. Number two, cosmos without myth. Cosmos is a pure science. Without myth, can you see? Can you see the construct of cosmos? Can you witness the construct of the human anatomy without myth, without asking logical questions, experiencing the beauty of the cosmos construction? And the third eligibility is mind without reduction. You should not get disappointed. You should not cry. You should not get overwhelmed. No reduction in your mind. The mind is always in the same frequency. You are seeing your own daughter. No, the frequency is same. You are seeing somebody whom you doesn't even know. Same frequency. Okay, the fourth eligibility is life without denying miseries. Yes, life is made out of miseries, no denial. These are the four eligibilities for a person. See, Sati, you are carrying a human body and your manas is human still. That is why you are not able to make it. Learn yoga from Adi Yogi. He is the person to introduce yoga, and Sati will be able to see people into yogic postures. Look, these are the people whom we call sadhakas. Then Shiva opens his eye and Sati will go and she will ask, will you become my guru? Happily, Shiva agrees and start teaching Sati the yoga. Now, in their yogic vision, okay, Sati is asking, I'm feeling so happy that I have a husband who is a guru as well. How many are privileged? And I don't think there is nobody on the earth who is privileged as much we are. Shiva tell, no, no, there is a privileged couple. Don't say that we are the only. And with yogic thing, he will show Ram and Sita. These are the existing couple who is equally, that spiritual by nature. And he'll start speaking about Ram so much. He'll start speaking about Sita so much that Sati will tell, I want to see them. Shiva will tell, look, they have fought their battles. Okay, it was a long journey for them. They are having their good time. It's not the time to go and meet them. No, no, no. I want to meet them. This is my wish, please. So Shiva will take Sati to the Mrityuloka, the Bhuloka. There Ram is sitting and doing something and Sita is not there. Okay. Sati will disguise in the form of Sita to test Ram. Okay, you are speaking so much about Ram, right? That he loves his wife like this, like that. Let me test. Okay? She will take a glass of milk and go, completely disguised as Sita. And now Rama is standing up, looking at the face of Sati. Mata, you have brought me Kshira, please give me. With folded hands. Okay, then she will feel so bad. I'm so sorry to disguise in the form of your wife. Okay, that is when a beautiful note what Rama gives this world. If Ravana would have come to abduct Sita in the form of Ravana himself, the punishment would have been lesser. But he did not come there as Rakshasa, he came as sannyasi. That is why the punishment is more. That you are even spoiling the nature or the natural self of somebody who was born to give something to this world. So the amount of papa is more. So disguised form of sati was not a fair attempt. So she goes back to Shiva and Shiva will tell you will never become my wife. This is a sin that you have done. And the story stops at here. We are going to continue this in the next week.
Yes, so we have paused the story in such a space where we can't wait for next Wednesday. So a lot of things are riding on Sati and Shiva, be it Tarakasura, be it the creation, and a lot of stories. And thank you, Dr. Asha, for giving us various frameworks that is so relevant in today's world, which we are knowingly unknowingly have made it normalized or made it so normal that if we behave the other way, we feel abnormal. So, and disconnected. Yes, so the session is open for questions, and we will be taking two questions at least today. Yes. Aruna?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
unmuted. It was so lovely. In the beginning, sorry, I didn't
Nice.
mute it. Yeah.
That's
It was so lovely, but I'm exactly in the pace where this disappointment that was so relatable for me. I want to do something, but my body doesn't allows it. I can feel that. My question is it common or is it like this is the very natural process which happens? Like I want to do something big, but in the mind I'm ready, but physically I feel so tired, exhausted, and all those things. When
Mm.
I listen to that, I feel like, oh, this is what is really happening for me. And accidentally I attended the session today. I didn't feel like today morning I was asking this question to me, and I it was a great surprise that
Mm.
I got the answer in the evening. So I really want to know how it is happening. So that's my question, ma'am.
Why this happens is for two reasons. One, misattribution of the properties. You
Miss Active.
don't, yes, you don't know your property. Ignorance. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
What is that you are made of?
Okay.
Okay. Usually, what happens, Aruna, we think about body nutrition, we think about our blood parameters,
Mm.
and we think about a lot of things, the amount of hair and the complexion and all that. We don't
Mm.
think about the properties. We'll only go by features.
Okay.
It's very important to know your property. What irritates you?
Mm.
What keeps the joy momentum on? Okay. And what puts you to excitement? What takes away that excitement? What motivates you? What puts you down? When do you get impressed? Okay. These are all
Okay.
your properties. It's beyond your qualities.
Okay, ma'am.
That is first thing that we need to know to walk out of disappointments. When you
Mm.
understand your property, the next thing is the conflict between subject and object.
Mm.
Okay. Usually,
Yes.
when we think in any language, it might be, I don't know the language that you speak apart from English,
Tamil, ma'am.
Tamil. Okay. It might be your emotional language.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in your emotional language, while you are thinking, you should tame your mind to articulate the clarity between the object and subject very clearly.
Check and subject. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that conflicts create disappointments in life that I am not able to achieve anything.
Huh.
Right? So, when you know the property of self, Atman, and when you are able to distinguish or discriminate the object and subject,
Mm.
lot of clarity you will get in your life.
Okay.
Okay, the person with clarity will never get disappointed. They'll only work more.
Mm. Yes, true, ma'am.
Because a tiny moo also excites them. That is when we bring back the child within, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Your child, bring back that innocence. Innocence versus ignorance. That's the battle. When
Correct.
you bring back that innocence, you will never feel short of anything, any resource. You will become resource. 100 people will be standing around you, looking for your presence.
Great.
That is what I spoke about Tejas
Yes.
versus and Ojas. No, you will symbolically become that resource for people. Wherever you go, you radiate that energy.
Huh.
Whatever you speak will become a Siddhanta. That's how we had Vivekananda. That's how we had Abdul Kalam ji. That's how we are having great people, who are doing wonderful jobs silently. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Great, great. Thank you so much, ma'am. Is that the reason why I feel difficulty in consistency,
Yes.
creating systems?
Yes.
Great, great. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you for asking this question.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Great.
Thank you. Thank you, Aruna. Ma'am, Bhavisha has posted the question in chat. Ma'am, in Tejas section, you mentioned being able to digest judgments from people. Do
Hmm.
you have any tips for this digestion?
Okay. Uh, there are three kinds of ears. Okay, this comes in Padma Purana. Okay, Matsya, Markata, and Marjala. Okay, Matsya, Markata, and Marjala. Matsya is, can you ever find the footprints of fish? Oh. Marjala is cat. Can you ever hear the footsteps of A cat? No. Okay. Markata. Can you ever stop monkey from being monkey? No. So your ear should get insulated with Marjala kind of words, Markata kinds of words, and Matsya kind of words. The words that will never leave footprints. Throw it, na. It's of no use. Throw it. Throw that away. It is. It deserves to be in the bin. Why are you keeping it safe? Right? And the Marjala, okay, where people doesn't want you to know that they have spoken. Okay. So, but the things will reach you very safely. The judgments will reach you. People will mock at you, but not in front. Okay? They deserve to be thrown out because they don't have guts to face your guts. Okay? Markata, jumping jackals in life. Okay? Today they will tell you you are the best person. Tomorrow they will tell you this is the worst thing I have happened in my life. No consistency about you or anything. So they don't deserve, those words don't deserve a place in your life. Okay? So if you have to deal with it, insulate yourself with all these three kinds of labels or judgments that is passed on you. Who is passing the judgment is very, very important. So anything that is passed on you, or if somebody is suggesting you, they should leave a footprint. Means their path of life should be worth living. They are suffering and they are on some 3 crores loan and they are giving you advices how to manage finance. It doesn't make sense. Right? The first thing is that footprints. See if there are footprints for you to follow, worth to follow. Then take it seriously. Number two is they should make some noise in your life. No noise at all. They don't add value to you. Right? And they should be consistent in your life. Those words matter. Nothing else. These three things we say it is Shiva Nudi. Shiva Nudi. Shiva is consciousness. Nudi is the articulation. Consciousness has articulated something for you, only that you will listen. Don't waste time at all. Markata, Matsyanma, you know, the Marjalas. We have many around us. Can count them. But believe
Yes.
me, one third of our life we will spend in this only, with them only. So you should intelligently tackle, and what has to get into your ears is very important. Why do we have no ear caps? For the only reason to rise and elevate beyond our thoughts, body, and emotions. Okay, so ears are the primordial senses for you to connect to the universe. Shabda. Shabda came first. It's a primordial energy, and you connect to Shabda very well. So use it wisely. When you are speaking, also use it wisely. When you are hearing, also, you should know what you need to consume. Okay.
Um, yes, Padma, ma'am, we will take your question, and that will be the last question for this session.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Ma'am,
Year.
I was just thinking as you were talking, I used to always wonder like many people come in our lives and go away. It's like a phase, I used to think. Now, after learning from you from so many, almost 2, 3 years, I feel that maybe once people are not in the alignment, we just move away, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So my understanding is correct?
See, we don't move away. Universe will put them to their places.
Okay.
We don't move.
Hmm.
Okay. That is what I'll tell you. As long as you are in Vrityaloka, the earth, the bhu, okay, you are attached. attached to people, attached to materials, attached to places, all that. The moment spiritually you elevate to bhur, bhuva, suvaha, janaha, tapaha, and swargaloka. Okay? These detachments happen slowly, layer by layer. You'll get detached from Annamaya. No longer you crave for food.
Yes.
Okay? And your complete focus is on your breath.
Mm.
And then slowly you get into Pranamaya. No longer you want validation to increase your energy. You can validate yourself. Slowly you will get into Manomaya Kosha. No relationship will bring you happiness but yourself. The relationship that you have with yourself is happiness for you. You become the best companion for yourself. Okay. Slowly you move to Jana and then Tapa. Okay. That's how you get into Vijnanamaya Kosha. Okay. You analyze everything before you torture your body and mind. Okay. As I told you, how to operate your senses. Okay. Yours will become a very instructed operating system. Okay. That you are operating. You have not given keys to somebody else to operate your system. That is Vijnanamaya. Finally, Anandamaya is the Swarga. There is
Mm.
no Swarga which is made out of ice cream mountains and chocolate things and all that. Okay, this is Swarga. When you touch that, you feel that bliss. But is this energy peaceful? No.
Mm.
Okay, it's very painful. Ask me, I will tell you.
Okay.
Sometimes you feel like crying. Sometimes you feel so much pain within. These are all the karmic energies that wants to come out. I
Mm.
will tell you, it will become a task for you to sit with people and eat. You have to prepare yourself for that. If three
Sometimes
people
I
are
experience
eating,
that, ma'am.
if three people are eating, you can't be with that. You can't take it. Okay, there will be lot of specificities. Any negatives in the environment hits your body first. You'll feel that nausea, the rashes on the skin, all that. You should bear with that. So growth is never easy, but it's not difficult as well.
Mm.
You have to enjoy the whole process. That's it.
Yeah. Mm. That's very helpful, ma'am. I do feel whatever you were saying. I do feel that. It's so
Yeah.
nice, ma'am. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you everybody for honoring this program. And this, I think this 10th of January, I'm releasing this book. Now, able to see Atma Vimarsha. So this is a book which talks about the counseling in under the lens of philosophy from Adi Shankar. So please bless me for this because this book is going to change the idea of monotonous counseling. So thank you so much, all. Pranams for your
Thank you,
love and
ma'am.
affection that you are showing. You all
Thank you,
made my
ma'am.
2025 worth living.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you all made my 2025 worth living and expecting the same motivation from you all for the 26. Though we are not promised to tomorrow, I think the energies always have its destiny to reach. So we are such energies who are born with a very definite purpose. Let's join hands and do give back something to the universe. Thank you so
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you
Feel the
so much,
same,
ma'am.
ma'am, because
Thank you.
after
Best of
ma'am, and
luck.
congratulations, ma'am, to you.
Thank you. Thank you so
Congratulations, ma'am.
much.
If I may just
Many,
Thank
many
ask
more.
you,
To many, many more.
how can we
you.
get the book?
I think the office will help you,
Okay,
Monica. Yeah.
sure. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
Thank
you
much.
all for your
Thank you so
time,
much.
you.
and we shall meet in the next session.
Yeah,
Thank you.